Good morning everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about a health tonic that is really beneficial and is probably the easiest fermentation project that you will ever be able to do, and it is absolutely delicious, and that is Beet Kvass. So Beet Kvass is fermented beetroot. It's a salt ferment, and basically it's, like I said, a really good general health tonic. It obviously has your probiotic and prebiotic elements. It's also really good for if you do struggle with any bowel movements. It really helps with that. It's also beneficial for urinary tract health, and what I do is, especially for the ladies, I often ferment it with fennel. Today we're just going to do the basic one, but if you want to do one for general good health as a lady, I would recommend adding in the fennel seed or even fresh fennel root. Okay, so let's start. Basically what you're going to need is 2 cups of beetroot cleaned and sliced. So you want some nice slices of beetroot. 1.5 liters of warm water. Remember that warm, not hot or cold, because hot or cold negatively impacts the fermentation process. And a tablespoon of salt. And it's that easy. It really is that easy. So you're going to take a fermentation vessel and you're going to make sure it's sterilized. And to that you are going to add your beetroot and your salt. Pour in the water on top of that. Just pour in the water. And then you're going to weight it down. If you don't have a fermenting weight, you can use something like a glass or a bottle or even a sterilized bag full of water, like a Ziploc bag where the water can't escape. Me, I'm using this glass because it fits in perfectly into my container. There you go. And that is really just to keep the beetroot down so that it doesn't float to the top, because you don't want it to float to the top, because it'll open up and give it a chance to get mold, and you don't want any mold in your ferment because then it's useless and you might as well throw it out. So there you have it. Beautiful, right? Just a tip, you want to leave some space here because beetroot ferments are very active ferments, because beetroot is very high in natural sugars. So another tip is you might want to put a bowl or a plate underneath it to catch any overflow, because there's a very high chance that this is going to overflow if you haven't left enough space. But just in case, put a bowl in. And then cover it with a cloth. This is to keep out any unwanted dust, debris and insects, and secure the cloth in place with an elastic band. Then you can leave this on your kitchen counter at room temperature for around 2 weeks. You'll see when it's finished fermenting, it won't be as active and bubbly anymore. And then once it is completed and it is finished fermenting, you will drain off all the liquid and you bottle the liquid. And you can keep that liquid in the fridge and have a glass of it a day. It makes a really good natural tonic and a good health boosting tonic that you can drink daily, especially if you've been prescribed to have fermented foods to help with your gut health and your health overall. So have a glass of this a day. It is delicious. I love it. It's actually quite a bit addictive and it's really worth it, and it'll be the easiest ferment that you ever do. I will come back to this in 2 weeks time and I will show you, because what now you got is the beetroot left, and you can eat that beetroot. There's nothing wrong with the beetroot, so you can take the beetroot and cook it and eat it. Or in 2 weeks I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you a really easy way to pickle this beetroot and make a delicious pickled beetroot. So you'll have 2 items from the same beetroot. You'll have pickled beetroot and a beautiful Beet Kvass. Enjoy, guys.